See this game. see you have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Bannon. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, even the DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Throws it in. It's Smith. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Bears will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. So Houston's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we don't forget about that last week. Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Oh, better look out! He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Handoff from the gun. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20. A pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Looking left. Makes a connection. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Caught behind the line. It's man. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football.
Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Get set, get set.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Touchdown, Baylor! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Finds his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 31 first down. The Cougars are in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Back to pass, it's Ward. Quick strike complete.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Wrapped over the middle. It's Hoffman. They convert on third down. He gets it to the 46-yard line.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Quick release by the QB. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
He's got it on the line. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Just keeps slinging it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's got enough for the first down. At the 24-yard line.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
It's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that separated.
Back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Takes it the other way.
That's a decision a quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got his man on the right. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, jet sweep pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Line is set on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Bears will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. To throw, it's Ward. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man on the outside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Houston going up tempo. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
right back to the well. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This Houston offense about to snap it on. Down again.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Got his man quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll stop him right there. It is enough for a Houston first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient.
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because, Paula, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Houston has it with a 1st and goal.
Moves.
To the air, it's Ward. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Might as well give it to him again. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situations. We've seen them in any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
Gives it on the option. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fired. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place. Was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There he goes. Lowers those pads. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone. That's what he had. That's all you need. You don't have to have the fastest 40 time in the world. Can you get in the end zone? Yes, he can.
Rolling the dice to bring it out in the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Ward. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get it up for the first down. Houston wants to play fast.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush is on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down. And he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10. 1st down.
Those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Ward. Got his man in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half. Trying to get more points on the board before the break.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 24 to Stanford. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense will quickly use a timeout. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
It's caught. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away passing.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. That is no good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through. It's still an 18-point game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with this big play. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. And he's still running after the move. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to get the score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense.
On the set. In blue. In blue.
Running back searching for a hole. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Ready, set.
The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Chester. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Ready up.
The Bears are threatening in the red zone.
Pound 55 weak. Ready.
Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown Bears! And the route is on. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this all.
Turning it on! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
First and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the foot.
And he rolls and out. Touchdown, Houston!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Here we go.
He'll do it himself. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Tried to nestle that lob in, but it's incomplete.
They didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all
as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
On the double.
The Bears are on the move.
42 Spider.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver and falls incomplete.
And the Bears come to the line on third and short. Trying to convert here.
Flex. 320.
On third and short, the power run here. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
This is a situation here in the third quarter. This offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wants to throw on first down. And as he throws, it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure, because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
To the air, it's Ward. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after this game. And the Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? The defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Got it, looking for a first down. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal. This one a 37-yarder. Just drives it between the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run through it on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Bears will call on their punt team. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him behind the line. Now they'll run the draw. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping into the field, that gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Finds his tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Bringing the heat. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. And they are stopped on down. That decision will be questioned. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown.
Got it.
The Bears trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Pound 55 weak.
The inside handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Ready?
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
Come on, set.
It's a draw. Fights off a defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
On the ready.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Big fella moving. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Here comes the Houston offense once again.
Okay, ready?
Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Cougars in the hurry-up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Looking for a man. It's Ward. Working that left side now. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Showing off the arm.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Motion from the wideout. The RPO, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And how about the complementary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. That's caught. It's landed. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the ground with the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the Cougars moving quickly to the line.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and completing the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game. The defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quick release on the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw, it's Ward. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. So now it's 2nd and long. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. A strong, methodical methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.